Hello and Happy New Year. The mini tub is underway. Since I last made a video, we've had a blizzard Christmas. I cut my finger. I've been sick with the snot, um, but I'm finally getting back to making some progress here in the garage. So I'll kind of walk you through what I've got done so far. So first you can see I got the tub in here. I had to cut my roll bar because it was landing right. Well, you can see where the plate was here. It was landing right where the tub needed to sit. So I had to cut that. We'll adjust to that later. I got the coilover mounts in the car. They're somewhere right in this vicinity. So they just mount to the frame rail. They don't cross over, so you don't have to cut your spare tire well out. Have a couple of things I would have done different on this tub. These Team Z mini tubs are a bear to put together. And I made a mistake that I'll show you what happened. So they tell you to get all this fitted up and cut and trimmed before you put it together. So I thought I had done that, but it's hard to visualize this stuff sometimes until you get it in there and do it wrong. So anyway, the part with the Pittsburgh seam on there is not very long, and it's not long enough if you don't trim that first. So you can see the gap I've got there. I don't know, a little inch and a half or something gap, because I started at the other end of the tub when I built it and ran out of this piece here before I got to this end of the tub. So live and learn, not that big a deal. I can just patch that up. Put a little piece of sheet metal on there. I mean, you can't weld this stuff. It's kind of like welding paper to paper, so you can't get too crazy with the welding, but it's good enough. I assume it's as good as everyone else who does this sort of stuff. I cut the notch there and plated the frame, so that's, you can see that. Also, I'm working on the Team Z torque boxes, so that one is cut out. I think I made a mistake. I need to cut this window a little higher than it is, but so you get, that's part of the install process on the Team Z boxes, as well as on the inside. I'm not going to get in there, but there's a little frame that goes around the cutout on the other side that you weld in there just to strengthen it, I guess, to reinforce it. So that's that. Today I intend to get the other torque box cut out. So here's a Team Z torque box that's put together already. This is for the passenger side, so it's super heavy duty. Got all these doublers on it. I'm debating, I'll probably still weld this here. I ran out of TIG gas, so if I weld that, I want to keep that pretty, like a small little weld. I don't know if it'll interfere with the frame the way it fits in there, so I'm kind of waiting till the last minute to do that. I need to improvise a bit on my subframe connectors, because they hit right where this part here would be mounting. And most people's is gonna, where your subframe connectors mount is right here. So anyway, I'm gonna have to improvise there, do something. So I haven't figured that part out exactly yet. So over here, we've got the not disassembled, but unassembled Team Z torque box. This is how you get it in a bunch of pieces. It's a little puzzle. It fits together pretty good. It's pretty intuitive. This goes on the framer, or on the rocker panel. Super heavy duty stuff. They failed to send me a couple pieces for the driver's side, so I'm waiting for those to get here to finish that one up. But that's that. Over here, we've got the rear end. Got that all wrapped up a couple days ago. So you'll see we've got new 9-inch ends on it. We narrowed it down to about 50 1/4 to 50 1/2, somewhere right there. These TIG Vision braces here. Put those on there. On the back here you can see the Wild Rides coilover brackets. We made these, so the anti-roll bar will bolt in between here with a spacer, and these are for tying the car down on the trailer. These are the Tin Soldiers adjustable lower control arm mounts. So my buddy Luke at Wilson Fabrication and Engineering did all this work and welded it up and got it done for me. If you're in the area, give him a call. He's a creative, talented dude who can get you what you need. He's got a lot of experience with suspensions. He's a great welder. He's really well known in the rock bouncing community. So if you're in the Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area and you need anything, especially if it's something out of the norm, give him a ring. He can do lots of stuff that, if you can think it, he can do it. So, or if he can think it, he can do it. So anyway, that's the rear end. So I need to still cut the axles down. I think I've got enough spline to trim these down and still be able to use them. So there's all that. I need to put the rear end back together, but no rush on that. So that's about where we're at today. It's going to be dedicated to cutting out the passenger torque box, and maybe if I've got enough energy, I might work on this tub for the passenger side. So we'll see how the day goes. There's the aftermath of that torque box. Probably took me, I don't know, that one took me a while. 4.5 or 5 hours to get it all cleaned up, and it's still not totally ready, but it's pretty close. I gotta do a little cleanup in there. These subframe connectors, like I said, I gotta figure that part out before I can proceed. So I'm gonna have to cut those off of the frame. Yeah, I still gotta notch this, or cut the window in the side, on the inside and outside of the frame rail. So a little bit of work ahead still, but I've made pretty good progress. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot of junk to get one of these torque boxes out. It's a lot of work. It's really dirty. My head's still dirty. I changed my shirt because I was so dirty. So that's a lot of work. It'll be nice when it's done, but definitely involved process getting those torque boxes out. So that's where we're at today. I'm giving up. I'm not gonna try to cut the tub out, but that'll be a walk in the park compared to cutting that torque box out. So maybe I'll tackle that tomorrow and try to get the other tub in. But that's where we're at now. So follow along. If you've got any questions or you're doing something like this and you don't know, if there's something I glossed over that you'd like to know more detail of, leave me a comment. I'll be happy to reply and give you any guidance from what I've learned. So other than that, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.